The All Blacks have made 3 changes to their starting 15 for the test against Scotland at Murrayfield on Sunday morning. Herald rugby analyst Gregor Paul joins us live. Gregor, good morning. Your takeaways from the team naming?
Well, I would probably say what I was expecting, what everybody here in Edinburgh was expecting. New Zealand have talked up Scotland all week, made it very clear that it's a team that they respect, a team they think's on the improve, and that they were going to take this game with a seriousness that perhaps previous All Blacks teams coming to Edinburgh haven't. So we would suspect from that they were always going to make minimal changes, other than the ones that were forced upon them through injury. So they've picked what I would imagine is their best available team.
What about Scotland, this Lions player that they are excluding from, that most people were expecting to be included? He's out.
He is, which everybody's sort of thinking that's a big moment. But look, there's actually strength and depth in Scotland. The other guy that they've picked, he's actually a really good player. He's unfortunate most weekends that he doesn't get put in the team, because whenever he's been given his opportunity, he's taken it. He's played really well. So look, everyone's imagining that this is some sort of big drama, but it's a form selection probably. They like what Steyn does. Good player, and it's probably thrown a few people, but it's probably in tune with what Scotland are all about.
Gregor, is this going to be an interesting game of rugby, or is this going to be just one side pummeling the other? Should we sleep in?
I don't think Scotland will beat you by that much. No, I don't think we'll pummel you, but it's definitely going to be a good game. Yeah, look, I think hearing that sort of stuff, that's what Scotland have endured over the years. There's a perception, because they've never beaten New Zealand before, that this will be. Well, I wouldn't say people think it will be a one-way parade of New Zealand, demonstrating all the talents and skills and a demonstration of how to play the game. I mean, that has been occasionally what we've seen here in Edinburgh, because there has been a gulf between the two. But the last 2 or 3 times that I've been here, and the fact and that New Zealand have been here, games have been really quite tight. They've maybe blown out a little bit or edged apart in the final 10 or 15 minutes. But Scotland have certainly had opportunity to make history. They just haven't been good enough to take it. The great hope now for everyone here in Edinburgh is that this will be the moment where they've got the last 10 minutes that they need, because they haven't found that. They found 70 minutes in the past, which isn't good enough to beat the All Blacks. You probably need, I'd say 80, but in actual fact, you probably need 85 the way modern rugby goes, because they play long after the whistle. So that's the challenge. I think there's a possibility that Scotland have been a little bit over-respected. That is a possibility, that New Zealand are affording Scotland a little bit too much respect. But I would imagine that it'll be a reasonably tight game.
All right. Well, we will see what happens Sunday morning our time. Thanks so much, Gregor. Good to see you as always. Live from Edinburgh, Gregor Paul, the Herald's rugby analyst. Time now 18 minutes away from 8, and that means business time with our partners 2 degrees.